I saw them put at least 1,000 Russian prisoners into a hole over a period, and it was just out of the corner where the barbed wire of our camps stopped and out in the open. And they dug a huge hole there with a bulldozer, and then they started bringing them down in carts. The Russians pull them all around, and they were loaded up with stripped bodies, and then they put them in this hole, and I watched that go on for days and days until they filled it right up. There'd be 1,000 Russians in there quite easy, yeah. And I could go there now and put my finger right where it is. And that was mostly through starvation. Yeah, starvation.
Did you have any personal confrontations with the German soldiers?
Yeah, I was just walking past him one day out on the parade ground, and he bumped into me and he said, "Why didn't you salute me?" And I said, "I haven't got a hat on." He said, "You can always give a Hail Hitler." And I said, "English soldiers aren't allowed to do that." And he said, "Well, I'm telling you now," he said, "you're Hail Hitler." I said, "Oh, I'm telling you now, I ain't going to do it." And so anyhow, he pulled out his Luger and stuck it in my stomach. And he said, "Now I'm telling you that the Hail Hitler." And I said, "I'm still telling you, I'm not going to Hail Hitler." And he just looked at me for a while, and he put his Luger back in his holster, and he shrugged his shoulders and walked away. I always thought after he could have pulled that trigger quite easy.
Another time he was sent to solitary confinement.
And I said, "Why?" And they said, you burned a blanket." And I said, "No, I didn't burn no blanket." Anyhow, there was a blanket burnt, but I didn't know who it was. It wasn't me. And they sentenced me to fortnight solitary confinement. And so I got prepared for it, and I put cigarettes. I had big, long black hair those days. And I put some cigarettes, half cigarettes and half matches in it, and so I could have a smoke when I got inside. And he was let out 20 minutes every day to walk around the building, and that's it. And your bread and water, that's all you got. But that was over. I got that over.
What was it like psychologically in the camp for you?
We knew we were prisoners. Our freedom was gone. We knew we had to do everything what they told us to do. So we couldn't do a thing about it. Couldn't do anything about it whatsoever.
Well, things have not altered much since the last letter. Just the same old life. It seems to go fast enough, but it could go faster.
How much did you know about what was going on outside the camp in the broader war?
Not too much. They were pretty tight-lipped, the poor old Germans. They used to, when Hitler used to make speeches, and they used to put it over the camp radio, and everyone had to stand still until all those speeches were over, and he'd go on for hours, he would. So we weren't allowed to move until that happened.
We have some new blood in our barracks who were taken prisoner in Sicily. They have been prisoners for about 3 weeks. They were able to give us some news of the outside world, which we knew nothing about. I don't suppose anyone will know me when I get home. Well, I will soon be 24. I said I hope to be back when I'm 25. Do you think I will be?
Finally, Jack was given the news he had waited 3 years to hear.
They started a repatriation of Australian, I think they're mostly Australian troops, I think they were. And they were exchanging them for the Africa Corps. That was a Rommel's mob in Africa. They were taken prisoner of war in Egypt. So they exchanged them, and I was sitting there one day and the bloke said, "Come on, you're going home." And I said, "Oh, if you say so, I'm off." They sent me back, and then they sent me back to Egypt. I was there for quite a while, fattening us up, double rations and all that sort of thing. And I finally come home on the Australian hospital ship, the Wanganella. That was the end of the war for me, as the Germans used to say. For you, the war is over.
What impact did your experiences as a prisoner of war have on you?
I just took it by, as it came. I just took it a day. Well, I've been there, I've done that, and I've been a prisoner of war, and I've seen hell. And then when I got out, I just settled back into normal life again, and the memories were there. You never forget them, they're still there. You never forget those memories.
What does Anzac Day mean to you now?
Anzac Days mean watching it on the TV. Yeah. How they, I want to know how they can walk like that.
Do you feel proud about your time in the war and what you did for Australia?
Yeah, I done my bit, yeah. I done my bit, yeah. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I wouldn't have tried to get out of joining up for the world, I wouldn't have. So I had my little bit of history, but